one of those headlines from the papers that kind of jumps out at you. It's snow joke, there will be a white Christmas in Dubai this year. That was the headline in one of the newspapers. The Dubai Christmas Festival is back. That's the story from December the 5th to the 7th at Dubai Media City Amphitheatre. But this year, there will be snow, is, I guess, the main takeaway from that. Here to tell us how and why is Ben Elliott-Scott, who's the Managing Director of Desert Snow Special Effects Production, LLC. Ben, it's good to have another Elliott, even if a two-part Elliott in the studio. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me back.
It's a year since you've been here, and at that point you were setting up a company that really deals with artificial snow and winter effects and these kinds of things. And it seemed back then that, I suppose, to the casual observer, snow would have probably limited appeal to most residents of the Emirates. The climate exceeds 100 Fahrenheit for probably 25-30% of the year. But it's not been the case with you. It's been a pretty busy 12 months, I gather.
No, yeah, exactly. I think because it's so hot here, I think people really enjoy the option of being able to have some snow, falling snow and settle snow at their events. I think it fits nicely into the Dubai mentality of something crazy and different. So we've been very busy. It's been very good.
And people have, I guess for a lot of people here, we really only know snow. My kids were born here, for example, only know snow from Ski Dubai. The snow that you provide is slightly different, I suppose, and we'll get to the details of that in a short while. But how do you go from ground zero to getting people interested in throwing snowballs, albeit not frozen snow, in 12 months? Where does it all start?
Well, it's an interesting challenge we face as a business. In that, unlike if we were setting up a solicitor's firm, we could advertise ourselves, and then people would find us on Yellow Pages or Google if they wanted it. For us, we need to actually go a little further up the chain and plant the seed that such a thing is possible. And once they realise it is possible, then they come back. So our marketing focuses a lot on demonstrations. For example, we did, and we've done for 2 years now, the event show, and we have all of our products, and we have some falling snow on our stand, and that really, especially with the event companies, plants the seed that when they get an inquiry for winter effects or for a Christmas themed event or for a winter themed or a Russian Christmas or one of the themes, then they can leave it to us. Basically, we can handle it all for them.
Talk us through the snow itself, and I guess some of the projects as well, because it's a cellulose, isn't it? This is
we have about 200 different products actually, which we combine to produce the effect that we need to do. But I mean, a common request for events is for a winter wonderland. So certainly on an inside or outside, small scale or large scale, we can produce a winter scene. So for inside, we have sort of fireproof plastic products that we can put down on the ground. We have a self-evaporating foam that we use for the snow. So it certainly has no long-lasting effect on the venue. You know, it's all nice and easy to clean up. And for outside, we don't use the plastic products because obviously we need to clean it up. So we use a cellulose-based biodegradable recycled products. So I mean, we do clear them all up. But if there is anything left behind, it just washes away. I mean, as I say, cellulose-based, cellulose and water mixed together, it becomes a plant fertilizer. So if anything, the gardens, after we've made them all frosty, when we wash it away, they have a good feed. So it's good for them.
My next question was going to be a financial question, but I'm intrigued by this self-evaporating product.
Well, because we work backwards from the cleanup. The cleanup is a very important part. Obviously, a lot of these venues, particularly the five-star hotels, they need us to be out by the morning so that they can have their next event. So falling snow is something that we would find it very difficult to control where it's going to land, particularly in an outside environment. So the falling snow we use is a foam, essentially. It's a sort of soap. I couldn't tell you what it was exactly what it's made from because I'd have to kill you. But essentially, it's we actually make our own snow machines. There's no commercially. We bought about 20 different snow machines from China. They're all, if not dangerous, they're not very good. So we actually, as a network, as a snow business network, we build our own machines, and they're the same that are used in all Hollywood movies, and they produce an enormous amount of snow that just evaporates. So we used them on the Harvey Nichols fashion show, the Splash fashion show last year. They're non-toxic, non-staining, totally safe. They're great fun for kids, and it just adds that magical falling snow element.
Well, it's very intriguing to see how much business you have done, but from a business point of view, you've clearly done very well in this first 12 months and made sufficient money, it seems, to be able to expand and make further investment.
That's right, yes. I mean, we've moved to a bigger warehouse. We've brought on, buying a lot more and reinvesting in our equipment, and we're taking on some admin staff now. It's been a lot of hard work. Because actually myself and my colleague, we're both the lead technicians on the jobs as well, so we go out and do the work as well as actually do the proposals and meet with the clients to start with. But yeah, we're confident moving forward. We'll do it steadily, that we can that we have a successful business platform to build on. We're going to start taking on some more technicians quite soon.
And it's a pioneering business in many ways, Ben, isn't it? Your parent company is Snow Business.
That's
in
right, yeah.
This field, this niche for, 30 years. And the connection really is, in many ways, with Hollywood, isn't it? That's
right.
Really where the business stems from.
Yeah, so, I mean, basically, previous to when Snow Business started, if they wanted the effect of snow on the movies, they might use granites, they might use granite dust, they might use salt, they might use urea formaldehyde, and they're all not very environmentally friendly, almost permanent effects. If you put salt down in a sensitive woodland, it'll all die afterwards. So it's the guy who started Snow Business was pioneering use of, was quite ahead of his time actually, biodegradable and environmentally friendly things, products which are safe to dress, safe to use, safe for actors, and then leave little or no trace at the location afterwards.
So I'd always thought that if there was a snow scene, you just had to freeze your lead actors.
Yes, they don't enjoy that. So, but in fact, what we can do is that we dress our cellulose snow over the top of real snow. So if an actor was to be crawling through the snow in a shot, it can actually be nice and warm. Although most of the time that those effects in films, which you might be familiar, like the Day After Tomorrow is always a good example, because there was a lot of snow used in that. Yeah. Most people don't realise that a lot of that was shot in a nice warm studio.
It's intriguing. I mean, this is an area where, as I said, you are pioneering. You don't just do snow, you do black snow, and now you're doing this special green snow, which is for the green screen stuff, isn't it?
Our expertise in all things cellulose and snow has led us to other inquiries, as that tends to be business. That tends to be what happens. You get asked if you can do other things. We have blacks and greys, which we can use to make things look burnt or aged. And we've got some inquiries in for that already. So that's previously, if you wanted to make a set look burnt out, you'd have to paint it black or actually burn it. Whereas our products, you can spray on this black cellulose, wash it away afterwards. Again, it leaves no trace. We can make a street scene look completely burnt out, and then we can go in afterwards and in 24 hours get rid of all of it. We also, as you say, have a green product that we're pioneering, a use of for green screen. Green screen technology isn't new. However, being able to spray it onto any item, so if there's an errant palm tree that you don't want, or part of a bridge that you don't want, then we can just spray it down. The guys in post-production can obviously then deal with it more easily, and again, it just washes away.
And are you seeing lots of interest from here? I mean, we see Dubai as a film scene, if you like. Are you starting to see?
Well, we're working quite closely with the film commissions out here in the UAE. They're offering to the world various incentives to get people to come and do shoots over in the UAE, and actually, we feel we bring a lot of value to that. To that industry, because, for example, there was an advert recently shot for Whiskas cat food, and it was a UK sort of street scene, an average semi-detached house that was actually shot in a studio in LA. So there's no reason, and it was covered in snow, and then there was a leopard wandering through, and that's all available on our website if you want to go and have a look. But that's actually something that could be no problem at all done over here, and also, so we bring a lot of value, I think, and hopefully we'll be trying to push that side of our business more.
You were quoted in the National. Let me just run this by you, that the popularity was due to the novelty factor. And in many ways, you're looking at events before movies, aren't you here? So your business is kind of turned on its head in some ways. But it was an amusing line. We've been replacing snowmen noses all summer, you said. That's not a sentence I ever thought I'd say, but it just shows that anything's possible in Dubai. People want things as crazy as possible. But on a more serious note, you're running a business here. Novelty only obviously goes so far. What else are you working on to expand that product offering?
Well, I mean, it's interesting you should bring up the snowmen noses. So we are obviously following the market. We're pioneering this effect in the UAE as much as anything else. So we're finding out what's working for people. In fact, the kids' activity, it's a very basic thing. I'm sure you're familiar. You know, when it snows at home, the first thing you go outside is first thing you do at home is go outside, pick them up, and throw it at a friend or a family member. So we have these snow.